All right. Well, I am here with Matt Farness from Dynastar, and today we're going to get a brief overview of kind of the main things that Dynastar has been up to recently and a whole new line of skis that you guys are introducing. But for starters, can we just get a background on kind of the M collection as a whole?
Yeah, so the M line for us represents all of our Freeride oriented product. You know, we really started out with this idea that at the end of the day, when we really boil everything down to its kind of most simple terms, we're all standing on top of the same mountains. We're all looking down the same runs. But like your preferred line, my preferred line are going to be different, and our skiing styles are going to be different. And so we really wanted within the M line collection to offer, you know, the right weapon, if you will, to go out there and hunt your perfect line, regardless of whether you're, you know, a directional kind of fall line sender or, you know, looking for something more progressive and playful out there. And so we have, you know, products like the M Free. Again, for the people who are looking at the mountain as more of like a natural terrain park, wanting to play off its features, looking for a little bit more pivot, a little more, you know, slash and slarv out of their skis. Then we've got the M Pro collection that is really more longer radius, stronger tail, you know, a little bit stiffer construction for the directional fall line chargers out there. And then this year we're going to introduce the new M Cross collection, and M Cross for us is really focused on the kind of dedicated resort-based skier, you know, particularly in more firm and mixed snow conditions. And so we've got products that have a little bit tighter radius, you know, skiing in the bumps, tight trees, you know. So it's really kind of what we'll call all mountain skiing, although to me that's kind of a challenging segment to really pin down.
Yeah, it's inherently a broad generalization. With the M Cross line, what are we talking about in terms of waist width ranges?
Yeah, so you know we've got some kind of consistencies across the categories. So right now, the M Free collection, for example, comes in a 90, a 99, a 108, and a 118. The M Pro collection comes in a 85, 90, 99, and a 108. And then with the new M Cross collection, we're on a little bit more narrow side with a 78, an 82, and an 88.
Gotcha. And then in terms of, you kind of alluded to this earlier, but in terms of rocker profile and shaping, how would you compare and contrast the M Cross versus, say, the M Pro?
Yeah, it's a good question. So one of the things that I'll just touch on really quickly is that, you know, the Dynastar brand has kind of a unique core construction across all of our adult model skis, whether it's our 68 waisted frontside ski or our 118 waisted powder ski, and we call it hybrid core. And hybrid core is really kind of the thread that binds all of the Dynastar skis together, and we really feel like it delivers a unique on-snow feel. And for us, the hybrid core construction is simply the combination of wood and polyurethane used in the core constructions of our skis. The wood components give us the power, the energy, the pop that you get from any traditionally constructed wood core ski. But the polyurethane as an engineered material is really intriguing for us because it allows us to control the consistency of the product in a way that we can draw out or tease out certain desired characteristics. I mean, as you know, ski boot shells are made out of polyurethane, bowling balls are made out of polyurethane, but the seat cushions that, you know, are in our cars are also made out of polyurethane. So we have a huge variety of material densities that we can play with, again, to kind of tease out specific characteristics. And in the case of all the Dynastar skis, whether it's the M Free, M Pro, or M Cross, or even our M Tour product, our lightweight M Tour product where we utilize hybrid core, it gives us this smoothness, this quietness, this kind of plantedness on the snow. It does a great job of absorbing vibration. The term that I struggle with the most, but is kind of the most common descriptor, is dampness. You know, in kind of in my opinion, and oftentimes in my own experience, dampness comes with connotations and experiences of kind of being a little bit dead or lifeless, or kind of one note. But the polyurethane gives us that damp, planted feeling, but maintains a tremendous amount of energy and liveliness. And so we utilize hybrid core across the entire M-line collection. And then in terms of addressing your specific question, you know, The M Pro product, again, is a poplar PU hybrid core with a shaped Titanol insert in it, with a flat tail. It's got more rocker in the tip, and it's definitely got more tip and tail taper to it. With the M Cross product, we have a new hybrid core. So we've got Hybrid Core 2.0, which is kind of interesting. Maybe we can circle back on that in just a moment. But we've got a product that certainly has more side cut. So for example, a product that's very similar in terms of waist width, the M Pro 90 in a 178 is an 18-meter radius ski. So longer radius, stronger tail, kind of more hard charging, fall line oriented ski. The M Pro product, kind of the harder you ski it, the more lively and energetic and playful and fun it becomes. At lower speeds and suboptimal body positions, the skis can be perceived as being a little bit more on the demanding side. The M Cross product, however, in a 176, so 90 to 88, 178 to 176, we're talking about a 14-meter radius ski, so a much tighter turning radius. It's a ski that you can tip up on edge. You feel the tip initiate and really pull you into the turn and draw you across the fall line. We still have tip and tail rocker to it. And so, it still allows you to kind of break from the turn anytime you want. But it definitely has more of that firm snow kind of carving orientation to it for that more kind of dedicated resort skier.
Gotcha. And you alluded to it earlier. Can you tell us a bit about the new core that's utilized in the M Cross series?
Yeah, so Hybrid Core 2.0, again, utilizes poplar wood and polyurethane in our core constructions. What we have been able to do, though, is introduce some additional grain orientations to the wood. So there's kind of a traditional or kind of more classic layup where you alternate the predominant grain of the little stringers in the wood of the core, both longitudinally, so from tip to tail, and then vertically, so kind of from base to top sheet. What we've done is we've introduced a perpendicular or a transversal layer to that. And so now we've kind of got almost in a sense, two different layers of the wood core. And it does a couple of different things for us. First, it gives us a second layer of the wood core that can shear against each other, which gives you a really round, smooth flex feel. It also kind of increases or enhances that damp feeling. And then it also gives us torsional rigidity because it allows us to reinforce kind of that more traditional longitudinal and vertical orientation. And so we can start to reduce our reliance on things like glued fiberglass and Titanol to reinforce the structure of the ski. It gives us a weight savings, but it also reduces kind of the environmental impact in the construction of this product. So, for example, the M Cross 88 in a 176 is about 1,800 grams, which is significantly lighter than the M Pro 90 in a 178.
Gotcha. And then in terms of kind of the end user for an M Cross ski, if you had to do a breakdown of like how much time they're spending on piste versus dipping into the bumps and trees and anything ungroomed, what's that kind of ratio look like? And then how would you say that compares to like the ideal M Pro or M Free skier?
I think that it maybe has less to do with the terrain that they're skiing, whether it is piste or bumps and trees, and has more to maybe do with snow conditions.
Okay.
That 88 waist width definitely is less ideal in deeper snowpacks, deeper snowstorms. And so, I'm quite confident that anybody, whether you're skiing, bumps and trees exclusively or kind of are exclusively a piste skier, but looking for a little bit of versatility out of the product, we'll have a great time on the M Cross. I think, it has kind of maybe more to do with how much new snow is out there.
Gotcha.
That 88 waist width is a great all-mountain waist width for, in my opinion, up to a few inches of snow. And then from there, you can start to go wider. We don't have anything wider with that M Cross kind of profile. And so that's when you would start to kind of jump into something like the M Pro or M Free. And again, the distinction between the M Pro skier and the M Free skier is really going to be just, hey, what's your style? Are you like a directional kind of fall line seeker, or are you looking to get a little bit more creative and playful on the mountain? And that would kind of determine whether you're looking more for the M Free product or the M Pro product.
Got it. Makes sense. Well, we are going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for your time and filling us in on these new products. And we've today it happens to be snowing a whole lot, so I don't think I'll be skiing the M Cross today, but maybe later this week I'll get on a pair. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, cool.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you guys.